What's up, Mets fans? It's your boy CP. It's January 11th, 2024, and we have another episode of the True Mets Talk podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about outfield prospect Drew Gilbert and some of the latest reports that we have been hearing directly from Mr. Stearns. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I definitely appreciate the support on the podcast. Hitting that thumbs up helps the channel grow. I definitely appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner, as we're approaching 400 subscribers, and hit the comment section down below to drop your thoughts and opinions. You know where to find me for more podcast updates and more Mets talk at CPNY Sports on X and Instagram. And public service announcement, the True Mets Talk podcast is going live tonight, January 11th at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you hit the live chat. I have a special guest coming on the show, talking all things Mets. It's going to be a good one. Don't miss out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
The shallow right field, stumbling start for Stewart. It comes up as close to deep left field by Alvarez, and that's going to win 4 straight games for the second time in his. He's home.
All right, let's talk about Mr. Drew Gilbert, my personal favorite prospect of the New York Mets right now, probably the most ready prospect for this team moving forward into 2024. We have heard some of the latest news from Mr. David Stearns talking about Drew Gilbert and the plans for Drew Gilbert at the start of 2024. He is officially going to be starting the season off in Triple-A Syracuse. Now, we have also seen introductory press conferences for both Luis Severino and Harrison Bader yesterday via Zoom. David Stearns talking a little bit about Brandon Nimmo shifting over to left field and letting Harrison Bader, when he's on the field, play center. This, if you've tuned into the Mets Hot Stove Lives or any of our Interstate Mets Report live streams, you know that I think that this Harrison Bader move in center field and shifting over Brandon Nimmo is a direct relation to how the Mets view Drew Gilbert and his status as the future Mets' center fielder. And the question right now remains when? When will we see Drew Gilbert? And honestly, it would not shock me if Mr. Drew Gilbert made his debut with the New York Mets before the MLB trade deadline by the All-Star break as well. This is something where he is a high rising prospect, a true 5-tool player, and he's put that on display, especially in his limited sample size last year in Double-A with the New York Mets since coming over with Ryan Clifford, another Mets prospect, for in exchange for Justin Verlander. We all know that trade that went down on August 1st that sent Justin Verlander back to Houston. Here are Gilbert's Mets numbers in 2023 since coming over. Played 35 games in Double-A Binghamton in the Mets organization. Hit 325, 423 OBP, slug north of 550, OPS. Absolutely amazing numbers here. 21 RBIs to go along with it and 6 home runs. Like I said, Drew Gilbert is a true 5-tool player and has the potential to be an absolute game changer in the outfield for the New York Mets when he comes up. It's not even a question about if he comes up. It's about when he comes up in 2024. I truly do believe at some point in the 2024 season, Drew Gilbert will be roaming center field for the New York Mets. Now, we talk about a platoon of guys in the outfield right now and their injury concerns with Brandon Nimmo, Harrison Bader, who struggled to stay on the field, and Starling Marte, who is a true wild card, and we don't know what we're going to get with him. Drew Gilbert will provide immediate production as soon as he's finished with Triple-A. And I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to kill it in Triple-A at the start of 2024. We saw guys like Brett Beatty, Francisco Alvarez, Mark Vientos breeze right by in Triple-A, and Drew Gilbert's going to do the same. Now, I'm a little bit shocked that Drew Gilbert's even going to touch Triple-A, given what we saw with Mark Vientos and Brett Beatty basically cruising past Triple-A and having a little bit of their own struggles in the major leagues. AAA's become one of those sort of destinations where the has-beens of the MLB or the guys that are not quite cut out for the MLB, but they are still premier minor league talents go to play. And Double-A is more of that immediate major league ready prospect sort of league when you talk about the classes of the minor league farm system. So I'm a little bit shocked, but I'm not surprised. Like I said, this is something where I think the Mets are going to start gravitating more in terms of having guys in AA. If they show they're ready that they're in AA, then they get to bypass AAA. Obviously not the case here with Drew Gilbert, but it wouldn't shock me for other guys, maybe like a Jet Williams or a Luis Angel coming right up from AA. So like I said, these numbers are great. Drew Gilbert did struggle a little bit in AA over there in Houston. He played in all three levels. Actually, sorry, excuse me. He only played in high A ball and AA in 2023. Struggled a little bit in AA ball with the Houston Astros organization in 2023. But as soon as he came over to the Mets organization, he absolutely killed it. And something that's very underrated about Drew Gilbert, not only his defense and the range that he covers, being a lefty bat, he's actually has great splits against lefty pitchers. That lefty on lefty matchup is something that Drew Gilbert has proven in the minor leagues that he is capable of sort of being that guy that you don't need to take out when there's a lefty on the mound. You don't need to platoon him with anybody. He's going to be in there every single day, no matter if there's a righty or lefty on the mound. So like I said, the stolen base numbers haven't been there. Only swiped 12 bags in the totality of his 2023 season across both high A ball and AA. But like I said, the range that he covers and just the sheer ability to swipe a bag or to stretch that double into a triple makes him a very versatile type player. And you see 6 home runs on your screen. He is a line drive, gap to gap hitter first and foremost, but has very sneaky pop in that bat when he has a little bit more of a launch angle type swing. Now we'll see what happens with Brandon Nimmo and the approach that he takes in 2024, obviously becoming more of a power hitter in 2023 compared to 2022. We'll see if the Mets allow him. We'll see if Eric Chavez and Coach Barnes, the hitting coach, sharing those sort of dual roles as hitting coach, allow Brandon Nimmo to extend his game to be a power hitter, given who they now have in center field with Harrison Bader and who is coming up, some line drive type hitters with Drew Gilbert. We'll see what happens with that. Like I said, Drew Gilbert is going to be at some point on the New York Mets roster in 2024. I'm very confident in that. When? Is it going to be before the All-Star break? Is it going to be after the All-Star break? That is remaining to be seen. It wouldn't shock me if it's before the All-Star break, and we'll be talking about this later on today in the live stream. So like I said, drop your comments, thoughts, and opinions about Drew Gilbert and what we heard from David Stearns starting off in Triple-A to start 2024. And given the New York Mets outfield depth chart as of right now, where do you see Drew Gilbert coming into the New York Mets and when? He plays all three outfield positions. He's played all three outfield positions last year in 2023. So like I said, he's better slotted in at center field given his range and arm strength, but he has the capability to play the corner outfield spot. So drop your comments, thoughts, and opinions. Stay tuned to the live stream later on tonight at 7:30. And hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more New York Mets content, and follow me on X and Instagram at CPNYSports. You know where to find me. More Mets talk coming on this channel. Absolutely. It's your guy, CP. Let's go, Mets. I'm out. Thank you for watching the latest episode of the CP New York Sports Pod. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that thumbs up, comment your thoughts and opinions, and use the lower right-hand button of this video to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.